Welcome to the Impact of Reality. Where we tackle the tough topics of relationships and relational values. I'm your host, L.K. Harris. Welcome to the Impact of Reality. I'm your host, L.K. Harris. Today we have with us Mr. Preston Brown, better known to me as PT. When we come back, we'll have an in-depth conversation with Mr. Brown about relationships and relational values. See you in a few.
So come see us at Murray Automotive, 1731 Dolphin Court, Powhatan, Virginia, 2.5 miles west of 288 and Route 60.
My name is Al Williams. For 22 years, Al's Fashion has been helping people in Richmond look good. We would like to invite you to come check our store out. We have the latest selection of slim fit suits, double-breasted suits, and zoot suits. We also have shoes and hats to match. And we also sell the largest selection of NFL t-shirts. We're located at the Regency Square Mall. Our phone number is 804-754-1392. I want you to come check us out.
And we're back with Preston Brown, Mr. PT, as I know him.
That's right.
So, PT, look, I know who you are, but for my viewers, tell me who is Preston Brown?
Just a little country boy.
What country?
Southern Pines. A
Okay,
lot of people
there we
ain't
go.
never even heard of Southern Pines. But some people call me Famous Brown. And at one time, well, last year, until last year, I had the largest soul food restaurant in Virginia.
Amen.
And I sold so much pig feet that the Chinese came over here and bought Smithfield factory. They thought something was going to happen with pigs, so they went and bought all the plants. But that was just me.
That was just you.
Selling pig feet.
Selling pig. That was the main menu, pig feet?
Well, to be surprised, the most popular thing I had on my menu was pig feet and fish.
Well, I know I ate there a couple of times. I didn't eat pig feet, but I tell you what, the fish and the chicken and everything else was awesome.
Oh yeah, we had a ball, especially when Tommy came up. When Tommy Ford came up, he ate 5 pig feet at the same time.
Come on, man.
He put 5 pig feet on his plate.
5?
Yeah. I said, how many you want? He said, 4, maybe 5, 6. I started eating and sweating.
So Tom was eating and sweating at the same time?
Yes. Yeah,
That's my boy. You can't.
yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah, I think we were there shooting a movie.
Yeah, you shot your movie in the ballroom.
In the ball. Yeah. Man, that's a doggone shame, man. Because I tell you, I miss that place, man.
Well, development. They came in, Walmart is going to be the anchor store, and they bought out the property, so all the stores had to leave.
Okay.
And they're trying to make it similar to what Cloverleaf Mall is. Kroger was the anchor store, there the Walmart.
Okay. So they so Walmart's going to be
The anchor store.
The anchor store. Okay.
Right.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Well, from what I know of PT Brown, the actor, dancer, producer, radio on. I mean,
Who do all that?
I thought it was you. Man. I could be wrong.
And I finally made it big time when I got on your show.
Oh, here we go.
I made it. I'm on the show.
I've been saying that about you for years. To actually have you on my show as CEO of, God, I don't even know how. It's so many things. Radio station,
Right. We do
car lot.
We do radio. I have a TV show too. So,
Yeah. See, I can't even get there. Got so much going on.
and well, I ain't got that much going on.
Okay.
But it's a difference in having something going on and doing what you enjoy doing.
So you enjoy doing that. Well, see, that's the thing.
Right.
See.
And when you do what you like to do, you don't think about the money part, because the money will come to you.
Okay, I'm gonna try to let that one kind of seep in somewhere because I haven't gotten there yet. So.
Well, you're gonna have to get there for the show, because I want my royalties. But acting, I played in a couple plays. I was in one play with Shirley Caesar,
Okay.
and I stayed in that play for a while. It was called Resolution. and then they changed the name to How I Got Over. And I did a few skits in and around Richmond. I did a little stand-up comedy, not much, but I think I'm gonna do that again. And I wrestled professionally for about 20 years off and on. And I think about taking some more matches this year. One time I was, hey, look. One time I was a bail bondsman because of him. He had me out being a bail bondsman. And the first person I got out of jail skipped. And that was the end of my career. I'm not doing this anymore.
Oh, well, see, I told you it wasn't easy.
I said, man, I'm not gonna run look for somebody out of jail.
I told you it wasn't easy, man.
Yeah.
It's a career.
So that's how far we go back. A lot of folks didn't know you was a bail bondsman.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people, they know now. But
Yeah, they didn't know that. I put all your business out.
But that's all right. I enjoy doing what I do.
When I do my talk show on radio, I call myself the mouth of the South. If I smell it, I'm going to tell it. So I don't told it on you.
There you go. There you go. Man, I tell you, I don't know what to say about you, Pete.
Well, I know what the TV station's going to say.
What
You
they
need
gonna
to
say?
repeat this show.
Repeat that show?
Yeah, man, repeat that show again. Who's that guy?
If they say that,
Matter of fact, I was on Channel 6.
oh yeah, what'd you do on Channel 6?
I was singing and dancing.
Singing and dancing?
Yes, CBS had a Battle of the Band contest a few years ago. And the band I was in, Big G and Total Control, we came in second place. So they had us come and perform on TV and stuff. Rock the
Oh, I
House.
must have missed that one. Why didn't you tell me about that, man?
I got a copy. Rock the House.
Yo, rock the house.
Rock the House.
And you the lead dancer.
She lead. I was the only dancer.
You only-
The rest of them don't want to dance. So.
Wow.
But
Okay,
I
okay.
enjoy dancing. So. Well, I'm not a. Let me correct that. I'm not a great dancer. What I did an impersonation of James Brown. I just did
Okay.
the James Brown. But all this fancy dances they got out now, I can't do all that stuff.
But I saw you do your James Brown thing. That was you off the chain with that, man.
That was 10 pounds lighter.
10 pounds. And you think you're gonna go back out there and wrestle it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wrestle again.
Man, come on, man.
Yeah. Matter of fact, when I turned 50, I won the Virginia Hardcore Lightweight Championship. I was champion for a while.
Just make sure I'm in your will. That you know.
Well,
yeah.
long as I get my
Oh, there we go again.
royalties.
So I might just hold on to the check then because it's gonna come back to me, right?
Yeah. But you're doing a great thing with this show, you know.
Thank you.
And it's good to see a black person have a show on TV that's not a preacher, you know. And then you put out a lot of good information. I've been watching the show.
Oh, thank you.
I wonder what took you so long to get me on, but I mean, your other guests were great.
Well, thank you. But I you know, the thing is, you know, I try to do what I can.
Right.
I want to make it as uplifting as I can.
Right.
I got to make sure I keep God in it. God has to stay in it.
Right.
At the same time, I just make sure that everything that I do is going to be for the benefit and uplifting of us,
Right.
and not just to say of black people, just of people. Period.
Right. I've been doing that for
something
years.
quality, something of quality.
Right.
But anyway, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Mr. Preston Brown.
Check out the Famous Brown TV show every Saturday night at 2 a.m. and Monday mornings at 5 a.m. with your host, Preston Brown. It's exciting, it's fun, it's informative. It's the Famous Brown TV show on CW Richmond 65.
We at Planners Harvest want you to meet the movers, the shakers, the ones that won't take no for an answer. Meet the drum beaters, the dream keepers, the true believers, the life shapers, the risk takers. We all have dreams, a place where the sun shines on everything we do, where the world recognizes who we are. Let us at Planners Harvest Incorporated show the world what your dreams truly looks like. Let us put your dreams on display.
So come see us at Murray Automotive, 1731 Dolphin Court, Powhatan, Virginia, 2.5 miles west of 288 and Route 60.
Welcome back. So, Preston P.T. Brown.
Famous Brown.
My bad. Famous Brown. Okay. I bow down to you.
Thank you, sir. I still want my royalties.
You still want? Okay. I'll make sure I write that check. Right before you leave, I'll make sure you put that check in your hand, okay? Now, all I can say is, give it a year or two before you.
Oh, ain't no problem.
Okay, gotcha.
That's the interest.
We'll be on time. Right. Tell me, Pete, or tell my viewers, what is it that makes you tick? I mean, because you do so much. I mean, you've been involved in politics, and you've owned several businesses. I know you own restaurants. And
politics got involved with me.
Okay, tell me about it.
Well, being that I own a radio station, when election time came around, a lot of the politicians would come and tell lies on the radio about what they're going to do and what they support. And when they get elected, I found out that they ain't did nothing that they said they were going to do. It become a different person. And then it didn't make me mad, but it made me think, being that I have a radio station and I'm allowing them to come on and convince people that they're the best person, I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. Right. I was supposed to protect my listeners. Right. And I found out that I didn't protect my listeners by allowing them to come on. And by allowing them to come on, people are saying they must be okay because they're on the radio with him.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I learned that you can't pick your family, but you can pick your friends.
That's true.
And then you have to choose the battle that you want to be in.
That's true.
And I chose to make a difference in politics, which I didn't get elected. And they told me I was too black. I talk too black. And I said, there's nothing wrong with being proud of who you are.
That's right. Amen.
And when we integrated everything but the money.
Amen to that.
And I wanted to make a difference so that our community could grow and be just as plentiful as the foreigners that come in our neighborhood and take over our stores, and we keep them in business. That's the difference I wanted to make. I wanted to make the difference when Martin Luther King signed the 1968 Civil Rights Bill. They put in a Section 3.2 where it was provide contractors with the opportunity to get state and federal jobs that they never got.
Wow.
That's the difference I wanted to make.
Okay. And see, the thing is with that, I guess being out here in Virginia, a lot of us didn't get a chance to hear you even say that.
Well, they tried to shut me down. They kept me out of debates because I bring the truth forward. Well, look at your community. And I said, look, ride in Currytown. Then go over there on Brooklyn Park Boulevard and ride. Go on 25th Street and ride. Go on downtown Hall Street. Those are your neighborhoods. Mm-hmm. And there's a difference. We should have been going along with Currytown, growing. Mm-hmm. We playing catch up. And I found out two things. Everybody white ain't bad, and everybody black ain't black.
I understand.
And we have poor leaders that have ruined it for our economic growth in Richmond. Not because of us. We put faith in them, and they didn't deliver. But nobody will say this, but somebody like me.
Well, I don't know, because I think I said something to that effect on my show.
Well, don't say it too much because it will get you off of TV. They shut down everything that you can do if they can.
Well, the way I approach it is know who you're voting for and know why you're voting for them. And if they can't come and talk to you, then look, guess what?
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead, talk to me.
I had a Muslim brother, whatever you want to call it, that was coming on my station every week. Election time. Guess what he was doing? He was out there supporting the person I was running against. Now,
but he was on your show.
He's on my show talking about black people working together. They gave him a 3-piece chicken box and $100. He got out there and supported the white lady that ran. I'm not prejudiced, but I'm saying it was a white woman that ran, who's been there 5 years, who voted against Medicaid expansion,
who voted to take money away from our schools, who went to Turkey to visit business in Turkey and having businesses on Hall Street, and co-patroned 50% of the Republican bills and supposed to be a Democrat.
Wow.
And I said, she just like Bruce Jenner. Bruce Jenner was a man who always thought he was a woman. She's a Democrat and always thought she was a Democrat, but she's a Republican.
Wow. That's,
and you know they voted against me.
Wow.
And he was the main one out there. But I barred him away from the radio station. The other Muslims can come, but he can't come on my property.
Right. Wow, that's a tough pill to swallow, man.
It's not tough. It's reality.
But yeah, and it is reality. But still, it makes it hard when you are so assured that someone is going to have your back until you take that knife out of it.
Well,
and that's the whole thing. But see, you know, to affect change, you have to do what you're saying.
Well, sometimes you have to
go out there and
expose
fight
it.
for it. Yeah,
You have to fight it.
but see, if you don't know what you're fighting, you can't fight it.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of stuff is done in the dark. In fact, most of it's done in the dark.
Oh,
so therefore, we don't get a chance to actually see what's really happening. Who was out there that we're fighting against? See, you can't fight against a ghost because you don't see it.
And you know what? What's amazing? I had a minister come to me and said, you shouldn't have put him out like that. Because I blasted him on radio. I put him on my TV show, had him out there with a chicken box, passing out flyers. And he said, you shouldn't have did that. I said, well, if he's proud to be out there, then he shouldn't have a problem with me being proud to tell what he's doing.
Amen. I mean, and I agree with you to a great degree. But at the same time, we still have to make sure we stay professional in it.
I did it professionally.
Hold up a second. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
My name is Al Williams. For 22 years, House Fashion has been helping people in Richmond look good. We would like to invite you to come check our store out. We have the latest selection of slim fit suits, double-breasted suits, and zoot suits. We also have shoes and hats to match. And we also sell the largest selection of NFL t-shirts. We're located at the Regency Square Mall. Our phone number is 804-754-1392. I want you to come check us out.
So come see us at Murray Automotive, 1731 Dolphin Court, Powhatan, Virginia, 2.5 miles west of 288 and Route 60.
I'm Iris Bowling, executive producer of the Heart TV series. To advertise with this sexy political drama, call 804-476-8554.
Check out the Heart series. I think you will enjoy it.
And we're back.
Yeah, we back.
SOP.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever given any more thought into getting back into running for? I mean, we need somebody like you. I mean, someone that we know.
I'm finished with it.
I haven't finished the question yet.
I know
you do.
politics. I'm finished.
You finished?
Because Richmond's not ready for somebody like me. They got rid of the black voice in Richmond is gone.
Mm.
They got rid of King Saline, California with the NAACP. The Richmond Urban League is gone. The NAACP, they don't open the mouth up. They're not ready.
Wow, I mean, well, the way things are nowadays, it seems like we're going back to the 60s almost.
No, we're not going back to the 60s.
That would seem like the mentality.
Back in the 60s, we had more.
Wow. Oh, so
Take a good
we
look
passed
at it.
that.
Yeah, we had more back in the 60s. See, the black Richmond downfall started in 1977.
77.
When
I
they
was in high
elected
school.
when they elected the first majority black city council. And they had a 30-year run. And look at your black neighborhood.
Well, that hasn't changed.
I rest my case.
Okay, with that being said, we'll go to our next question.
I rest my case. 30 years and couldn't get it right.
30 years, they couldn't get it right. If there's anything about Mr. P.T. Preston Brown that you would change in your life, what would it be and why?
I don't know if there's anything I would change. Because I haven't done anything that I'm not proud of. I mean, I might have some of my dating habits might not have been the best, but other than that, well, I wrote something for that too.
Oh yeah, that's right. You actually have a book.
I wrote a book back in 1999, I think. And I did great with the book, and in the book I kind of covered everything, but I had a section on dating, relationship, and I call it the grocery cart of dating.
Grocery cart.
Yeah, because I compared it with going into the grocery store, because you make a list and you know exactly what you want, and you go in the grocery store, you can pick it out. But when you get in a relationship, you ain't got a list.
Right.
Sometimes you take what you can get, and then a lot of times you take what you don't want. Sometimes you put in your mind how you want your mate to be, but sometimes you take the first one to come along.
Wow. So a lot of people do that
Right.
even now. They take the first dish because it looks good.
Right. But everything look good ain't good.
That's right.
Yeah.
You spoil on the inside.
Right. Well, don't take much to get spoiled. Because that's our nature.
Right.
But, it's a lot of work into relationships. A lot of people don't realize that. But everything that you do in life is a relationship.
Exactly. Yes.
Your job, when you're on your job, that's a relationship.
Yeah. And that's what I tell people in my book. Though you spend more time on your job than you do with the person that you're supposed to be with. So you actually have more of a relationship with those people. And that's I'm ready to go off on the book.
Well, I like what you said, because somebody told me that one time. They was talking about, all you want is money. I said, look, you spend more time getting money than I do. You work 48 hours a week. I don't.
Right.
I work when I feel like it.
There you go. It's amazing how people can't equate the two things together. If you have a lifelong relationship with someone, why not take that time? You work 8 hours with these people. Don't take that time away from that person who's supposed to be your mate. That person needs that time just as much as anyone else. So you come home and say you're going back out with them?
So you saying you got to put time and communication in a relationship?
That's a must.
A must?
That's a must. That's no exception to that.
Well, I had a friend told me, I was telling him about communicating. He said, well, I communicated with my wife for 4 years straight before we got a divorce.
What? Okay, that name
right. See, you said communication is a must.
Yes.
And I had somebody tell me, he said, yeah, I communicated. I communicated with her for 4 years.
Before we got
a divorce.
Now, see, now,
so how you communicate.
Well, I'm going to say that, hold up. Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's how you communicate.
And what you
communicate.
Right.
Yeah, I feel you, but you got to throw me for a loop there.
Well, more than just communicate.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, you communicate with a pit bull.
But see,
when you feed them every day,
amen.
You can communicate with them.
But guess what? That pit bull will be loyal.
Yeah. But one thing, communication works in all levels of life.
Right.
That's why a lot of people getting shot when police officers stop them, get shot, get thrown in jail because of communication.
Well, see, that's negative communication.
Communication.
But it's negative.
Wrong communication.
Okay, so
they got to buy your book.
Amen.
Okay, they got to buy your book.
Because it gives the positive side of communication
or
and how to communicate.
Pay you and me to come out and give a seminar.
Amen.
And we'll tell you how to communicate.
I know I got to have you back on the show because I don't know if people need to hear this.
I got some stuff.
I know that. I've been knowing you for 20 years now.
Yeah, so. But I got 61 years of stuff.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. Man.
Yeah, and I learned the right way.
See, experience. Right. So I don't mind learning.
But one thing I tell anybody, I said, take the person who got the biggest degree. I don't care how many degrees they got.
Mm-hmm.
Take them, take me, put us in a car, give us $10 a piece, carry us anywhere in the United States and drop us off, and give us 30 days to get back. I'm going to get back with a pocket full of money. They may not never get back. Because I know how to survive and I know how to communicate. And I know how to adapt to whatever situation I'm in.
Hey, but see, when you've grown up in that atmosphere to whereby you have to learn how to adapt to how to make success out of nothing. Right. That's what we grew up in. Right. How do you succeed without having any? When
I wrote my book because I made $1 million in 12 months. and I started a business with no money.
I need to go read your book myself.
Every business I ever started, I had convenience stores, I had the restaurant.
Right.
Every business that I ever started, I started with no money.
Right. But see.
And most of the time, I started with bad credit because I mess up. I have to start
I
all over
ain't
again.
touching that one. I did that myself. Right. So, but look, we have to go. I want to thank you, P.
Right.
Man, anyway.
They got to pay you and pay me. Bring us.
We'll be back. Man, all the
Hi, I'm Margot. Join us on the Impact of Reality Saturdays at 12 noon on WRIC Channel 8, where we will tackle the tough topics of relationships and relational values. So join us. We'll see you then.
We at Planters Harvest want you to meet the movers, the shakers, the ones that won't take no for an answer. Meet the drum beaters, the dream keepers, the true believers, the life shapers, the risk takers. We all have dreams, a place where the sun shines on everything we do, where the world recognizes who we are. Let us at Planters Harvest Incorporated show the world what your dreams truly look like. Let us put your dreams on display. And we're back. I want to thank you, Mr. P.T. Preston Brown, for coming on the show. I mean, it's always fun, man. Whenever we get together, we have a great time. So I thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Remember one thing. We're all in relationships all the time, every day of our life. If you're talking to someone, you're in a relationship with that person for that time. Stay blessed. See you next week. I'm L.K. Harris, your host. Take care.
Sponsored in part by Murray's Automotive and Al's Fashions.